Hi, Bandana Gramma here. Sorry to keep you waiting, those who knew I was going live about 2 o'clock. But I sliced my finger and I had to go do first aid on it. Am I a klutz or what? Seems like I'm always hurting myself. So, anyway, I got my finger bandaged up real tight. Took a while for it to be okay, not to be okay to cook. My pie girl, hello. And let's see, who we see here? Diane, Laura Ann, hello. Isabel, yeah, oh no, I'm a klutz. See if you can guess how I did it just from the title. I bet you can. Virginia, Kelly, thank you, Kelly, for the blessings. Blessings for a klutz. So, anyway, welcome to my kitchen. Suburban Rebecca's listening while trying to get a few things done in the house. Well, isn't she a productive one? Okay, Deborah, hello. Pamela Lopez, hello. Lois Ann, hello. Allison, hello. Glad to have you here. Look at Allison. I'm wearing the apron you gave me. Maybe I won't be covered with flour today. JD, hello. Wallace Lake, hello. All right, say hello to each other. I gotta get busy. I'm not as prepared as I would have been if I didn't slice my finger open, but I think I'm going to be okay. I'll move the camera. I'm putting the legs down on the camera so I can set it on the floor. Like I said, I'm not as prepared as I would have been. So let me pick you up and make you taller. There we go. Give you some longer legs and set you up where you can see what I'm going to be doing. Hopefully. Okay, did you get seasick? Now here's the problem. A lot of people when they do live streams, they have somebody else to read the comments to them. I can't be close up and read the comments and be over here cooking as well. So I am not sure how well I'm going to be able to answer your questions. As I take breaks, I'll go back through and look at them. So today, let me fix that so you can see me and the dish. Close enough. All right, today I'm making Boston brown bread with raisins. Isn't this a cute little recipe book my daughter gave me? And it's got these little cards in it that have cherries on them. And I've got my recipe on one of them. So, all right, to start, we're going to need 2 bowls. One for the dry ingredients and one for the wet ingredients. And let me put my card up so I don't forget anything. And I need to get my whisk. Pick up my magic spatula and my whisk. So to start, well, for the ingredients first, we have 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of rye flour, 1 cup of cornmeal, finely ground cornmeal. I'm trying to do dry first. I have a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of allspice. And the wet ingredients are going to be, I'll go over them. Yeah, I'll go over them now because I'm going to put those in first. Oh, I already started with them. Told you, I am flustered. Okay, we're going to, besides the flours, I didn't mention the molasses, I don't think. A cup of molasses. I'm all befuddled here. 2 cups of milk. It's actually supposed to be buttermilk. So in order to make your own buttermilk or soured milk, All you need to do is put 1 tablespoon of vinegar per cup of milk. So this is 2 cups of milk and 2 cups of vinegar that I'm putting in it. And that will serve as buttermilk. Do the trick. So we have that. So I might not have covered all the ingredients, but I'm going to list them below the video. So let's just get to it. I've got a cup of all-purpose flour, a cup of rye flour, and a cup of cornmeal. Cup of cornmeal. All right. To that, I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt. These are the dry ingredients. A teaspoon of allspice. If you don't have allspice, you can probably put a little bit of cinnamon and cloves in there. Cloves, nutmeg. Look it up. Look up what would make up a good allspice. Now, some people think allspice is a bunch of spices mixed together, but there's actually a berry or a nut that's called allspice that's ground very much like cloves is. I'm not saying some people don't mix a bunch together and call it allspice, but there is such a thing as on its own. Okay, soda and powder. All right, we have a teaspoon of baking powder. And a teaspoon of baking soda. All right, going to whisk that up. Try and get them well combined until the color looks kind of all even. If you wanted to do this in your electric mixer, you could, probably on low, or with your whisk or whatever. You can make the whole thing in there if you wanted to. I'm not going to. Now, I've got pots of water boiling on my stove. I have a roasting pan with a rack in it waiting because this is going to be steamed in the oven. Steamed in cans. These are cans from organic vegetables that do not have BPA in them. Be careful with your cans. They can have sharp edges. I was trying to butter them, and one of them's fine because I think I had saved this one from before, and I had used one of those openers that open it on the outside so it's smooth. This one has an ugly jagged edge up here, and I could have used pliers to put it down, and I didn't. I don't usually use those cooking sprays. I just choose not to use them. I don't know what's in them. But after I cut my finger this morning, I wasn't going back in there with the butter. So my daughter had recently moved in with us, and she brought some of that spray with her. I used it on this. So it's been sprayed. So I've got 2 buttered or sprayed cans there. All right, dry ingredients mixed. Now we'll go to the wet ingredients. For the wet ingredients, we're going to take our 2 cups of buttermilk or pseudo buttermilk with the vinegar in it. And it's already thickened and clabbering just a little bit. Put that in. And to that, we're going to add 1 cup of molasses. Now, if I had not cut my finger, I would have had this all poured out and ready already. So you're going to have to wait, and it might be slow as molasses. Should I make it look fancy while you're waiting? Ooh-doo-doo. Almost there. This is like waiting on ketchup. Anticipation. Okay. Here we go. cup of molasses mixed in with the milk. Love the smell of molasses. Now if you're just joining, I cannot see the comments while I'm cooking because I'm filming on a little 7-inch iPad and the comments come up the size of an ant. I can't really see it, so I got to get up close to it. I'll check them in a minute. My husband's coming in. That's who you hear. Okay. Got the molasses in there. Now I'll whisk it around, get it blended. Smells good. Okay, to that we're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. 1, 2 and a little extra. Now I needed to put in a cup of raisins, and I think it works best if you put your raisins in your dry ingredients and mix them around and coat them. It helps them from sinking to the bottom when you fill your cans. And I'm overflowing this cup because it's only a 3/4 cup. Okay, that should be about a cup. Cup of raisins. My impeccably clean hands, I'm going to coat them. So hopefully they won't all sink to the bottom when I put them in the cans. That's a little trick I was told anyway. We'll find out if it works or not. Get a towel. Now, go over my ingredients to make sure I didn't forget anything. 3 flours, molasses, salt, allspice, baking powder, baking soda, vanilla, milk, vinegar, raisins. Ta-da, they're done. Okay, everything's in there. Now we're going to pour the wet ingredients in with the dry ingredients. Mix them up. You don't need to overwork it. You just want to try and get all the flour incorporated so you don't see more white spots. This smells divine. Now my mom used to make us Boston brown bread when I was growing up. If you watch my video, I've already made a video on how to make this. I just wanted to do it live stream. And so this is going to be very redundant if you've seen my video on this. But my mom made it for us growing up. And if she didn't make it for us, she made it in coffee cans. And if she didn't make it for us, then she would buy it at the store in cans. I think it was called B&M beans and B&M Boston baked bread, Boston bread. And we loved it. So you see it's a nice dark batter. And now you're going to fill your cans 2/3 full. And I might need a 3rd can. I'm forgetting how many this made. So let's give it a whirl here. I think it did make 3 cans. I may have to go scratch and get my other can. That's going to be fun because it's in my cabinet with all my bakeware and it could be buried, and it'll be a lot of clanging and clamoring and bending over, and yeah. I'm going to need another can. Let me see if I can find it quick. Oh, I was lucky. I got it. Let me take the label off. Rinse it again. Okay. And I'm going to spray this one too. Filling it up. When I was down in Colonial Williamsburg, they were serving this down there as colonial food. Boston brown bread with Boston baked beans. And I'll probably be serving it with beans as well. You're not going to see the finish because this takes a long time in the oven. When you steam it, it has to steam for 2 hours and 15 minutes. But I'll show you how to prepare it to do that. Just clean up a little bit. Okay, there's my cans. They should be about 2/3 full. Give myself an area I can work in because I am a messy cook. Okay, now what you do is put foil on the top. I'm trying not to cut myself on the razor there. Right, you want to put foil on these cans kind of tight. Because they're going to steam. In the oven with water all around them. Right, I'm going to get my pan. Here's my roasting pan with a rack in it, so the jars are not resting on the bottom. And I'm going to put my cans, I should say. I'm going to put my 3 cans in here. My oven is at 350, and I'm going to put these in, and I'm going to fill them 1/3 of the way up with water. So let me swivel my camera so you can see that. You trust me to pour boiling water into this thing? I don't know. Whoops, I forgot my eggs. Here's a little tip for you. When you have eggshells, as you can see, I should have put mine out by now. But when you use eggs and you crack the shells, keep a little pan in the oven, throw your eggshells in there, and then when you're cooking, just naturally, they will get baked a little, and anything in them will get sterilized, and then you can grind them up and put them in your garden rather than making a special effort to do that. And I gotta move my... See, this is what happens when you cut your finger and you aren't prepared for your live stream. All right, this has got to go down one. All right. This goes in the oven. And we're going to put boiling water in there. I've got a teapot and 2 pots on the stove. And Laura, I have a, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Laura sent me some presents, and one of them was this tea. I think I need a cup of tea right about now, so before I pour all the water in there, I'm going to pour a little bit in my teacup. I had one of these yesterday, Laura, caramel, salted caramel tea. It was yummy. You've heard of dessert coffees? Well, this is a dessert tea. All right, so we'll start with this one. I don't want to have to lift this whole thing up, but I don't want it falling out of here either. Okay, I did it. There they are in the oven. I'm going to close it up, and they're going to go for 2 hours and 15 minutes. So you're going to have to come back at another time or see it in a completed video. When I put this up as a finished video, I'll have the finished product on it. And I'm sorry I'm so miscombobulated today, but accidents happen. So now let me get back to the comments. Whew. There's a lot of comments. I'm going to have to go back to the beginning because I couldn't see any of them. Laura, that tea smells yummy. Okay. Hi there, beautiful countenance, Susie. Well, I'm not polka dot today, huh, Coco? Thank you, sweetie. Beautiful apron. Yes, it is a beautiful apron that I got from my friend near Boston. What's that pretty floral in the background that looks like your apron? Is it a cutting board? Okay, I showed this in my last live stream, so some of you know, but I'm going to show it again because it's very special to me. Wait a minute, I didn't read who wrote that. Was that my sister Jody? That would be funny. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry, I lost the comment. Let's see, show the results in your next video, please. Yeah. Actually, when I put this up, I'll tack it on. Well, I had no idea it took so long. Yeah, it steams a long time. Okay. All right, I lost my place, but let me show you this first. This floral is a tray that my sister Jody painted for me. Isn't it beautiful? My sister Jody's very talented. She's the one that crochets too. And I had bought this tray. Needs a little fixing up there. But I had bought this tray at an auction in a box full of stuff for very little money. It was gray metal and not very attractive. And Jody spent a lot of time painting that for me and making it beautiful. So, yeah, it's very special to me. All right, back to the top here where I can answer questions. Grace and peace be yours. Sorry you sliced your hand from Coco. Thank you, Coco. Just had to say yum. There's Sweet Amanda from Freedom Acres. If you don't watch Freedom Acres, go watch Freedom Acres. Amanda is amazing. She is a young mom, single mom, doing her best to have a homestead, and she is faithful and wonderful. Okay, Canning Nana was here, feeling polka dot. All right. Allison, I love this apron. Okay. All right, it was Laura who asked me what it was. I was wondering who asked me what the floral was because I thought my sister Jody might have been on joking. What's that pretty floral? Because she made it. Alrighty, let's see if I can go up a little bit. Catch the rest of the questions. Anyone else have audio? I can't hear her very well. I need to try that mic I have that clicks on the side of this. Oh, Rebecca, you like my hair up? I love your kitchen, Timber Creek. Oh, that's Timber Creek. That's Janet. Well, let me give you a little better look, Janet. I am a retro kind of girl, but I like some modern things too. So I designed my kitchen around this retro kitchen set right here, the table and chairs. And I acted as my own contractor and got all the materials ordered and stuff, and had a man come to put it all together for me, a father and son team. And this hutch here matches my table and chairs. That was from an auction. So I'm pretty frugal, so you can believe I really worked hard to get the price as low as I could. Love the retro kitchen so much. You nailed it. I really tried. I dreamed about this kitchen for years and years and years when the kids were here. And then when they moved out and we were able to put a few pennies together, a few major dollars together, I went ahead and did my kitchen over. So now when they all come to visit and they bring the grandkids, and Thanksgiving we always invite other people in, I have room and I have a bigger kitchen to work. It's not huge, but compared to what I had before, it was. So happy. Welcome. And Heather, if I didn't say hello, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble seeing this as usual. Oh, Jerry's here, my blind mama. All right. Going through. Love the red. That was my grandpa's favorite color. So the whole living room had bright red carpeting. Wow. So it was Christmas. It was like Christmas Wonderland. That's pretty cool. Harry. Hi, Harry. Welcome. Okay. Now, yesterday in my live stream, I made a mistake, and I feel terrible about it because people have been so nice to me. And some have actually sent me gifts just because they wanted to. And yesterday, my friend Pamela L. was on, and I told her, thank you, or I told her I'm still enjoying my kitchen fairy. I don't know what I was thinking. Let me show it to you. This wasn't from Pamela. This was from All Things Good. But she sent me the most adorable little kitchen fairy. And yesterday when I saw Pam, my brain just went sideways and I said, oh, Pam, I'm still enjoying my lovely kitchen fairy. Well, this was from All Things Good. Pam sent me this mug and matching salt and pepper shakers. Oh, I think you can see them back there. Yeah. And lovely dish towels and sweets and a whole box full of wonderful things. And I feel terrible that I couldn't keep straight what these wonderful people sent me. But as soon as I watched the replay of my live stream, I said, that's wrong. It wasn't her. She gave me the other gift. So, yeah, I'm sorry that I messed that up. Will you serve meat with the brown bread? You can, and I probably will. Because of I just got 40 pounds of chicken all done up. I'll probably serve it with chicken, but you can serve it with any kind of meat. Sometimes we just do baked beans and brown bread, but yeah, you can definitely. Adorbs. Yeah, my little kitchen fairy is just adorable. Now, in case you don't watch my videos normally, some of my videos before I, not this injury, but before I majorly injured my hand and had it in a cast for a while, I was doing videos where I had kitchen fairies, and the kitchen fairies would come and help me cook and would clean up my kitchen and do all these things. And so that was the reason for the kitchen fairy, because she was enjoying my kitchen fairy videos. Hi friends, there's Blind Mama. Wholesome Roots. I love brown bread. Grew up on it in New England with baked beans. That's right. Bandana, what color is your kitchen mixer? It's white. I would have liked red, but I'm happy with white. When my daughter and husband went shopping for it at Christmas time as a Christmas gift for me, where they were looking, they wanted $100 more for a color. Can you believe it? So I said, well, I didn't know about it, but I would have told them white. Don't bother paying $100 more for red. But let me show you. It's behind me here. There it is. I got a white one. So I hope you saw that. I was shooting it blind. Alrighty. You just said what I said, Susie. Twins. What's that about not paying $100 more? Or, wait, let me see. Maybe you meant you typed it in. Wholesome Roots. I love brown. Grew up in New England. That's right. Your kitchen fairies are here in Boston. Oh. You want my kitchen fairies in Boston. You need them. Is red your favorite color? I love red in my kitchen, but blue is my favorite color. About the baked beans. Oh, okay. All right. Did I get all the comments? If not, repost your comment so I can see it. I don't want to miss anybody, and it's very likely I have. So I was able to pop over last night into Harry's live stream. Harry has a channel. I don't know him very well yet, but he was so kind to me when I popped in last night. So thank you, Harry, for such a lovely welcome you gave me when I came in. That's Harry Fessler. And he has a very sweet spirit about him when I listen to him. And he's very generous with the people that come in there and helps promote other channels. So it's really special. All right. Well, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to tell you guys. You saw how to put it together and get it in the oven. Do you have to bake them in a can? No, you don't have to bake them in a can. That's the traditional way to do it. And then when you take them out, they're in that shape and it has the ridges of the can usually. And then you can kind of cut along the ridges to make your slices. And that's kind of cool. I like doing it the traditional way, but you can cook it any way you like. All right. Harry is a great guy. I believe he is too. I'm going to visit his channel a little more and get to know him better. Try pumpkin spice tea is really good. I like all things pumpkin. So I need to try my tea again. I think I need a little honey. Let me grab that. All right, Laura, I'm going to have my second cup of this wonderful tea. Salted caramel tea. It's like a dessert tea. And it's yummy. Thank you, Laura. I need a cup of tea right now. I was kind of frantic trying to get on here after cutting my hand. All right, let's see. Alrighty. Hi, Larisha. Welcome. I just put the bread in the oven and I'm just chatting a little bit before I sign off. Let's see. First time I've seen you on YouTube. Amy. Hi, Amy. Amy Fuels here. Amy was the one in charge of the Homesteaders of America conference that I just came back from a couple of weeks ago. It was a wonderful success. If you get a chance to go to that again, ours was in Warrenton, Virginia. I understand in the future they're going to try and make some regional ones. So keep your eye out for Homesteaders of America conferences. Are there any red kitchen items you don't have? I'm sure there are. I don't want you going out spending your money on me. So I might not tell you. You're just too kind. Let's see. Thinking for Christmas. Oh, you're too sweet. If I think of something, I'll let you know. But really, just comment on my videos and tell me what you like, and that makes me happy. Thinking for Christmas. I'm new to it, as you know. So, yeah, Timber Creek Farm, that would be Janet. She has a blog, a blog, and go to Timber Creek Farm and you'll find it. I don't remember. She has several, and she's written some books, and it's all about homesteading and farming and animals and yarn and sheep and chickens, and you want to know anything about that, you can go to Janet from Timber Creek Farm. Do you have to bake them in a... Oh, I read that one. I'm going up forward and backwards now. Thumbs up, says Mud Pie. Thank you. That helps, getting a thumbs up on my video. Right. Isabel. Hello. My mom came over the other day. This is so happy. For the first time, and was helping with some canning and was reminiscing about all the canning she did, hundred and baking bread in metal tins. Yep. Love anything caramel. Yep. Now what do you say? Do you say caramel or do you say caramel? I've said it both ways. I don't know what I do usually. I want hot apple cider. 32 degrees here in Georgia this morning. That's colder than up here. It was 40 something up here in Maryland. Apple cider donuts. Yep, Heather made apple cider donuts, and Grammy from Maniac Grammy made apple cider donuts. Maniac Grammys were baked. I don't know. I didn't look at Heather's yet. I don't know if hers were baked or fried. How's your garden? Have you had a frost? No, it's gotten pretty cold. We haven't had a frost yet, but I've been pulling things out because it's pretty well done. And I just needed to get it finished up. I have salted caramel at night or pumpkin spice. So good. Love videos. Gonna get back to your videos on your life. Love you much. Have a great day. God bless you. That's Christine. She must be talking about my faith journey videos. I have a series of 8 videos called My Faith Journey about our life. Okay, Heather, we wanted to go but couldn't. That must be to the conference. Next time, Heather, because it was fabulous. Okay, Lois Ann saying hello to Isabel. Aldi's here has the most amazing pumpkin salsa. Well, we have Aldi's here. I might have to look for that. Wholesome Roots. The conference was wonderful. I got to meet Rose at the conference. That was so special, and I was so honored because she was in line for coffee, and coffee was scarce. And I had my back to her, didn't see her. I was talking to someone else, and she ran over and kind of spun me around and gave me a big hug and said, "I left the coffee line for you." Well, you know what? She ended up not getting any coffee. I hope the hug was worth it, Rose. Alrighty. Wow. Okay, we got weather reports coming in. Never heard of pumpkin salsa. Timber Creek. Oh, Lois Ann. Timber Creek, I subbed you. Good. Sub each other. We had a dusting of snow last night here in northeast Montana. Heather fried hers. They're so good. When we go to the fair in upstate New York, usually Labor Day weekend, when it gets in the evening and it gets cooler up there, we go right to the donut wagon where they have the cider donuts and coffee. Oh boy, is that good. I bet you Heather's a wonderful cook. Going Batty channel. If you don't know Going Batty, check them out. It's a great channel. She really knows how to cook, and they're a fun couple. And Kevin also does a morning Bible study at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. That's Going Batty, GOINBATTY, as you can see on her name there. It's 83 in Phoenix, says my blind mama. Okay. Pardon me for looking strange, but I have to look out of the bottom of my glasses to read this. Allie says, watch Bandana's faith journey. You'll cry. Beautiful. Thank you, Allie. The Lord did a wonderful work in us. More than we deserved, for sure. Fogged in here at the beach in California, says Diane the Canny Nana. Grandma, I'm headed into the store, but I'm glad I caught you. I am glad you caught me too, Jerry. Okay, something's going on. I'm not sure about a mall. I hope it's not something bad. All right, talking to each other. Hope's Homestead. Wow. Hello, it's Cherish from Hope's Homestead. Another wonderful channel. Check her out for homesteading things. Amber and John Homestead and Random. All right, I need to check you out, Amber. Diane, the Canning Mama again. So happy. All right, you're all saying hello to each other. Good. Go subscribe to each other's channels. Encourage one another. Lois Ann, you'll love Hope's Homestead. Hope's Homestead. She has a little homestead, but she does a lot on it. She's got a fun family. And she and her husband sing and play guitar together. She has a gorgeous voice. Gotta go, says Little Green Acres. Bye, Little Green Acres. Thanks for coming by. Your mom is sassy. Little Green Acres. Hope's Homestead. Coco says to Hope's Homestead, your mom is sassy. She is. I know where you get it from, Cherish. She's also very pretty, just like Hope. Hope and her sister and her mom look a lot alike, and Hope's kids look like her too. Her daughters, anyway. Timber Creek has to go. Okay, Janet, hello, and goodbye, and thanks for stopping in to say hello. Alrighty, I need to go myself. I told my husband I'd be off about 3 so he could put the Wi-Fi on and watch his movie. So thanks for coming by and seeing how I put together, you should see my, oh, I've seen her. I said, you and your sister and your mom all look a lot alike. Yeah, so anyway, I got to get going because my husband's going to be coming in soon and he wants to put on a movie to watch on the Wi-Fi, and we can't run the Wi-Fi and me do a live stream at the same time. Blessings to you, Allison. Thank you all for coming by. I'll see you next time. Bye, Heather.